What's up, guys? Brocam, and I thought this was going to be a quick video, but the more I dug into it, um, it's looking like a big old pile of stuff. So, let's just jump into it. So I'm a sucker for mystery boxes. So, Radioddity had a mystery box. I did the gold, $30, and you get radio up to 220. Nobody ever gets that, but I'm a sucker for mystery boxes and radios, so I wanted to get that and see what I got. So what's on the prize list? Let me zoom in here so if you can actually read it. So the gold one, it's a big list of radios. I'd be happy with any of these, I think. So I went ahead and got one, and it came in the mail. And I got it. And it's a Baofeng UV9R. And the reason I was going to make this video was because I believed that this was actually a used product. It seemed like the packaging inside was all messed up. Some of the things were out of the plastic. The twist ties were undone. I've seen this kind of stuff all the time before. When you order something, some kind of electronic or something from Amazon, you get it. It's all out of the package. All the twist ties are weird. And there's like, the screen protectors aren't on. There's some light scuffs or whatever. And I think the big one I thought was it is unlocked. This will transmit outside of band right out of the box. And I thought that was really interesting. I thought, okay, well, somebody must have just got this, unlocked it, realized that it didn't do what they wanted to do, and then shipped it back. And then they must just tossed it in one of their prize pools. So I was looking at this and I was like, man, I wish you would have told me that there could be used stuff in here. So I was looking through this. Right here are the products in the box, new or used. All items included are 100% brand new. Okay, the plot thickens. I was like, okay, well, stuff happens. I'm going to shoot them an email. So I literally sent them an email before I started recording. And just basically saying like, hey, based on this evidence, kind of looks like this might be a used / return / open box kind of deal. Is that possible? And then as I was looking at this more, I scrolled on down to the reviews. And Gary posted this 4 hours ago, and he actually ended up with the exact same radio I got. He said it was unlocked. And I didn't even notice this at first. I had to go back and check it. I already checked this radio with my Tiny SA. And it's spectrally, it's clean. It transmit where it says it's transmitting. There's no fundamental, or there's, no spurious emissions. But yeah, there's no FCC certification on here. Which I thought was kind of interesting. Especially because I have the UV9G, and I really like that one, which is the GMRS version of this. So I was like, okay. Oh, he also has a video here where he goes into the whole thing and, talks about the radio. So I'll put a link to that in the description. If you want to watch it, go watch it. But he also said this, and he says, illegal radios. And that got me thinking, since we're amateurs, do the radios have to be FCC certified? As long as we make sure that they comply with the Part 97, and that they transmit where they say they're going to transmit, and they don't have any kind of interference or malicious interference or anything like that, isn't that okay that we use these? And I'm having trouble finding this answer. I've been scouring the Part 97 CFR for probably about, 40 minutes. I'm having trouble finding this. I've asked DuckDuckGo AI, and depending on how you word it, you get different answers. So this one says that, yes, the transmitters have to be approved, but they don't require certification. Whereas if you just say like amateur radios, it'll say, no, it does not require it. So that's be something, if you know for sure, if you can link directly to the CFR where it says it, down below, that would be great. I would love to read that. But I'm just having some trouble finding that. But yeah, I wanted to show you the kind of the evidence I found that I thought this might be a used / returned thing. So for one, this is one of the plastic things inside. It was all beat up. Like, I mean, if you look at the box, let me go big screen here. The box is not like really beat up at all. Like, it's not crushed or anything. So like for that to get crunched, like somebody would have to take it out and like crunch it when they're like moving it around or something. What else do we got? Here's I had it on a dummy load here, but yeah, transmitting way out of band. This is like right out of the box. I noticed that like the this is actually one of the channels that's programmed in there. Is this a NOAA frequency? I think VHF Marine. That was a VHF Marine frequency. But yeah, it just right out of the box, just transmitted on that. Same thing. UHF transmits right out of band, like right out of the box. So I just kind of thought that was interesting. And then the SKU was like poorly written on the box. I didn't know what this number was at first. Obviously, I recognized UV9R. But when you Google that, it just takes you to the UV9R, either Radioddity or I think maybe Gigaparts or something. No, not Gigaparts. What was it? Okay, yeah. So it takes you directly to the Baofeng page, and or the Radioddity page for this radio, which you can see is $33. So one of the things that what is this guy? Oh, Ham and Cheese. That was that guy that left the review. This was his video. One of the other things he mentioned too that I thought was a kind of maybe a poor choice in labeling the radio. Let's put it that way. I don't want to say it's malicious. I just want to say that it's probably a poor choice in how they labeled this radio. And you can, it's kind of blurry to see here. It says a digital mobile radio on it. This is not a DMR radio. This is straight up just an analog FM dual band transceiver. Yeah, not DMR at all. So when I first got it and I opened it up and I was like, oh, sweet, DMR. I would love to do DMR. I haven't done any DMR stuff. I just don't have a radio for it. So yeah, kind of disappointed in it now that I've looked into it more. At first I was kind of like, okay, it's, you know, whatever. It's a fun little radio to use. But now I'm kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I want to use this. I would love to know more about the Part 97 acceptance. If anybody knows, please put that in the just the comments down below. Like I said, I tested this on my Tiny SA Ultra. It VHF and UHF. There was no spurious emissions, or within spec, I should say. There was a tiny spur on UHF, but it was well below the 40 dB or 60 dB. I can't remember what I had it set at, but yeah. So also, if you're interested in this radio, I'm gonna say no, not because of the FCC thing, but just because it's kind of weird to use. If I feel like they just had a bunch of UV9Gs laying around, and they're like, hey, write a firmware so that the hams can use it. Because to switch between channel mode and frequency mode, you have to turn the radio off. And you can see that in his video. Yeah, so let me turn this on. All right, I'm currently in frequency mode. To put this into channel mode, you have to turn the radio off, hold the menu button, turn the radio on, let go. Now I'm in channel mode. I just think that is the weirdest thing. I don't know. I'll probably still have this in a bag somewhere just to use, but yeah, kind of disappointed. Again, I don't want to assume malicious, but I did send an email to them just to kind of like maybe get some clarification on like what's up with this radio. So with that, and hopefully your input down below, I can put this to bed and know whether I should be using this or not. So that is all the time I have for today. This has been the Brocam saying 73.